Part 1. Hey viewers, welcome back. I hope you enjoy this story. Let's begin. My parents forced me to marry their wealthy friend's son, and rejected the man I truly loved, because he wasn't rich enough. I begged them. I cried. I told them I couldn't live without him, but they refused to listen. They gave me no choice. So I said yes. But on my wedding day, just before the final ceremony, a shocking video was sent to me and my entire family. When I pressed play, my whole world collapsed. My name is Erevan, and today is my wedding day. The ballroom shimmered with golden lights and crystal chandeliers. White roses covered every table. Guests laughed, music flowed, and cameras flashed endlessly. Everything looked perfect. Except me. I stood in front of the mirror wearing a gown worth more than most people earn in a year. Diamonds rested on my neck. My makeup was flawless. But inside, I felt empty. In less than an hour, I would marry a man I barely knew. His name was Lucien Cross, wealthy, charming, powerful. The perfect match in everyone's eyes. But not mine. Because 2 years ago, I had already found the man I loved. His name was Kieran Hole. He wasn't rich. He didn't have luxury cars or expensive suits. But he had something no one else did. He had my heart. We met in a bookstore cafe. A silly accident. Books falling, laughter, and then something real began. With him, life felt simple, peaceful, real. But to my father, none of that mattered. What can he give you? He asked coldly. Happiness, I replied. He laughed. Happiness doesn't protect a family name. That was the moment everything started to fall apart. Part 2. My father had already made his decision. He had promised me to Lucien Cross months ago. A marriage between two powerful families. More wealth. More influence. I secured your future, he said. I love someone else, I whispered. You'll forget him. I didn't. For weeks, our home became a battlefield. My mother cried. Relatives called nonstop. Everyone said the same thing. Love fades. Security lasts. Then one night my father came into my room. If you refuse this marriage, he said calmly, you lose us forever. My heart stopped. My mother stood behind him crying. Please don't do this to us. They didn't attack my heart. They attacked my guilt. For 3 nights I didn't sleep. I cried until I couldn't breathe. And then, I broke. I said yes. The next day, I went to see Kieran. We met at our usual place by the lake. I can't do this anymore, I said, my voice shaking. I can't lose my family. He looked at me with pain I'll never forget. Then come with me, he said. We'll start over. I wanted to say yes. But I didn't. I'm sorry. He stepped back. If this is what you want, I'll let you go. It's not, I whispered. But it was goodbye. And now here I was, walking toward a wedding that felt like a funeral. Part 3. The doors opened. Music filled the air as I walked down the aisle. Everyone smiled. Cameras flashed. My father held my arm proudly. Lucien stood waiting, calm and confident. You look stunning, he said softly. I forced a nod. The ceremony began. Words about love and forever echoed through the hall. They meant nothing to me. Then suddenly, phones buzzed. One after another. Confusion spread across the room. I looked down at mine. Unknown sender. One video. Title. Watch before she says yes. My hands trembled as I pressed play. And everything shattered. Lucien in a nightclub. With another woman. Then another clip. Another woman. A hotel. A restaurant. Kisses. Laughs. Lies. Then messages. I can't wait until this fake wedding is over. She means nothing to me. Gasps filled the room. My mother covered her mouth. My father exploded in anger. What is this? He shouted. Lucien panicked. It's fake. Someone edited this. But I knew the truth. For the first time, I saw him clearly. Not perfect. Not powerful. Just a liar. And then, the doors opened again. And everything changed. Part 4. Kieran walked in. The entire room went silent. Simple black suit. Calm presence. Strong eyes. He looked at me first. Then at Lucien. You said it was fake, he said calmly. So I brought the truth. Two women stepped forward. You promised to marry me, one shouted, throwing evidence at Lucien. I paid your debts. The second woman spoke through tears. You said she meant nothing. Chaos erupted. Lucien lost control. They're lying, he screamed. Kieran remained calm. There's more. He played audio. Lucien's voice echoed through the hall. I don't love Era. I'm doing this for money. Silence. Heavy, crushing silence. Lucien's world collapsed. And so did mine. But not in the way I expected. Because for the first time, I felt free. I walked toward Kieran. Why? I whispered. Because I love you, he said. Enough to let you go, but not enough to leave you trapped. I broke down. Tears of relief. Tears of truth. But before anything else could happen, my father spoke. Part 5. Stop. The entire hall froze. My father walked toward us slowly. The powerful man everyone feared looked different now. Smaller. Humbled. I was wrong, he said. No one breathed. He looked at Kieran. The man with the least money in this room. Protected my daughter the most. My mother cried beside him. Forgive us, she whispered. I couldn't believe it. Then my father looked at Kieran again. Where are you going? Kieran frowned. The wedding isn't finished. Gasps spread across the room. If you love her, my mother said gently, don't leave. I looked at Kieran. Please, I whispered. He stepped closer and held me. The room exploded in applause. Lucien and his family disappeared in silence and shame. My father removed the ring meant for Lucien and handed it to Kieran. Use this one, he said. For the first time that day, I smiled. Minutes later, I stood beside the man I had always loved. No pressure. No fear. No lies. Just love. And this time, it was my choice.